All right, and welcome back. I love the tune. When you hear that, say what, of course, is on. And tonight, I'm just so excited and so happy because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm in the middle of greatness. I'm telling you, the women here, when you talk about powerhouse women, these are the kind of women we're talking about. And remember, we are celebrating women, at home. The fans of the show, of course, we love you so much. You ladies, you've been supporting us and, of course, tuning in. Happy International Women's Day. It's happening tomorrow, but you know what? We can start celebrating today. And so let me begin by introducing my lovely guests here tonight. I don't know if I should start from the known to unknown. Of course, we have Pastor Sue of Overcomers Hope Ministries.
Yes.
You look dashing tonight.
Thank you so much, Betty.
Hey, you came ready.
Yeah, I was ready for this day.
Hey.
Yes, and I want to say to all the women, Happy International Women's Day. This is our day. We need to celebrate because God has created us women and we are beautiful and we have all what it takes
Preach.
to change the world.
Preach.
Oh, yes.
I love that.
Nobody important like a woman.
I love
Without
that.
a woman, there is no life.
Yeah, and there's no life.
There is no life.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
And we have this amazing lady, Pauline Shegu. She's a celebrity. Pastor Sue, do you know her?
Yes,
Rally driver.
Yes, I do.
She's Queen of the Dust.
Woman.
Queen of the Dust. Say hi to everybody. Pauline, it's great to have you here.
Hi there, my viewers. Good to see you once again here in this studio, lovely studio.
Yeah.
Pleasure meeting you, Betty.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. Women power.
Women power. Yes.
It's this way, but we're still working.
Thanks for the invite.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you.
And of course, here we come to some seriousness. And of course, we have Dr. Eunice Emusugut. It's good to see you. She's, of course, a lead psychologist to the Kenya Police Service. That's such a serious position. Welcome and thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Happy Women's Day in advance.
I love that. All right, and the lovely lady at the far end, of course, we appreciate you, Milka Kawera. You are the Executive Director of Zuri, which of course champions the girl child, of course, and making sure that they're not harassed out there, especially with the ill practices. It's good to have you here in studio. Salimiana, at least wachosikie sauti yako.
Thank you so much, Betty, for having me here. Milka Kawera Kiremi, the founder of Zuri Kenya community-based organization in Isiolo County. And happy Women's Day to all women out there. And just to remind you, the theme for this year is give to gain.
Yes.
So give the women opportunities and gain what it comes with it.
I love that.
Happy Women's Day.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for putting that in focus. And so, ladies, earlier on today, I just asked my people on social media, like, first of all, as women, there's so many things that you're told, oh, you need to be this, we need to be better, we need to be financially stable. But, I just decided to ask people what they're most proud of. And I think I'd want to start from there. Maybe, Dr. Eunice, we can start with you. What are you most proud of being a woman?
The most incredible things about me, one thing that I'm very proud, one thing that I value most is when I contribute back to the society, when I'm able to inspire other ladies, when I'm able to transform the community either through initiatives and also through maybe mentorship. That makes me happy.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that and proud of you for that. Milk, I'll ask you the same thing.
Yeah, what I'm proud about myself really is the fact that at a very young age, I indulged or I went for a political seat.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
But she's still so young. What do you mean at a young age?
Yeah, I was straight out of campus, and just to cite out, it's all about confidence and believing in yourself, and that's what I'm really proud about.
All right.
Yeah.
Which seat was it, by the way?
Oh, the woman representative.
No way.
Yes.
Did you win?
I didn't. I was the second runners-up. Hopefully,
that's
2027 we'll be back.
Oh, you'll be back to the ballot. Well, all the best, all the best. Pauline, coming to you, I mean, you're a trailblazer. A lot of women young women, look up to you because you've gone to a field that was dominated by men. Me, I can say that's what I'm proud of you about. But what are you proud about yourself?
Thanks, Betty. First and foremost, I'm proud to be a mother.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, a mother of a Gen Z.
Oh, yes. I saw you. He's here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And second, I'm proud to be a mentor to many young girls and upcoming women in different spaces both in the broadcast space.
Yes. You're one of us.
Yes, for many years.
Yeah.
And also mentoring the young ones in the motorsport field. You've just said it's a male-dominated sport. So it has really helped me to inspire many young girls and many women coming on board, not only to drive, to navigate, but also to do other things like safety, traffic marshalling, protocol, media, all that. So it comes with so many things. So for me, I'm proud to inspire many and to motivate many, to mentor many young girls from different sports fields, not only motorsport, athletics, rugby, football, all that. And also most of it to make sure the young girls, the sportsmen and women get support from the government and also from the partners and sponsors.
I love that.
Yes.
Very strong. That's a very strong, very strong statement. Yes. Thank you very much, Pauline.
Thank you.
Utaendelea na sisi huko kwa media ama umetoka kabisa?
Niliwapisha muendelee. Unajua, it's good to pave way to the upcoming ones. Sometimes you don't stay in one place for long. What will the ones who are in college, where will they go?
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, I believe in giving spaces. You live at your peak time, and I think that's what I did for you to take over.
Yeah.
You know, reading news, presenting news with the late Anno Fula, Catherine Kasavuli, Amisi Temo, Badi Muksin. You see all those people, they were my mentors. Now you see even me, I've mentored others, the likes of Akina Betty here.
I know.
So I'm proud to see you shining and doing what you have to do.
Thank you so much.
And they normally say a journalist is always a journalist.
Always a journalist,
That's why I went back to KBC to do the Legends edition with the late Kasavuli and Badi Muksin. And I'm proud to see you shining in this space and others in different media houses.
All right.
So I don't know, but when I'm called,
we should call. my boss is definitely watching.
But no, let the ones who are in college come and take the spaces. Yes, right. I'll mentor them. Yeah, I'm here to show them the ropes.
I love that.
Yes,
Thanks. I'm so excited to have you here. Next time, I think we should do the interview on the, on the road.
Come.
Let me first download.
Download, please. I don't want issues. But I want to see you in Naivasha. Come and cheer us.
Wait, let's see. Probably come with Pastor Sue. Pastor Sue, I mean, you've done so much, and for you, it's like, I mean, you're a 360 woman. You know, when you see Pastor Sue, there's so many things that come to people's minds. You know, improving marriages, improving, couples, intimacy, and everything. But that is what we are proud of about, about you. But what are you proud about yourself?
I think
Pastor
number
Sue?
one, I'm very proud that God made me a woman. I'm so happy that I'm not a man.
Oh, really?
No,
is it that bad?
I don't like masculinity. I just love being feminine. I think that's one of the things that I love about myself. I also love that I have the courage and the confidence to say what I feel is right. And I'm not moved by the negative comments that people do make or say online. I think I'm so focused to make sure that families stand, and I don't want to see a woman struggling in marriage. I hate that. Women who are enduring to stay in marriage. I want a woman who has her space, and you have also given your husband his space to be, so that you can be able to thrive. I think for me that empowering the woman to be able to know that you can still become what you are intended to be despite being in marriage, I think for me it is so fulfilling. Also being in the medical field for over 25 years, treating the men who have challenges with erectile dysfunction, masturbation side effects. When I see a man coming and is not able to perform, a guy comes and he's not able even to give birth, and through the work of 6 months, 9 months, he's able to get a family, they're able to overcome these medical challenges. I just feel so fulfilled. So fulfilled.
And you're the doctor.
Yes, and you see now, and also being a confidant to them, and they feel that men can find a confidant to come and say things they have never even said to their wives. For me, I take it so a very humble responsibility. Another thing also that I would also want to thank God is the space of being a clergy, that I can be able to speak out things that are never spoken by clergies. Like especially when it comes to issues of sex, I really don't want to feel like it is the responsibility of the woman, to make sure that even the twatwa is okay. The man also needs to participate. It takes two, to make the marriage and institution to stand.
Okay.
And that comes out so clearly from me. Those three convictions, being in the church, being in the medical field, and also being, a counselor,
yes,
and being mostly in families and helping the young people not to have sex before marriage.
Okay.
If there's something I advocate to my Gen Zs, because I also have Gen Zs children, I keep telling them, please, if you don't practice chastity before marriage,
yes,
when you marry, you'll be a womanizer, you'll be a manizer.
Yes, yes.
Womanizer and a manizer. So if you're able to zip up before marriage, you are able also to zip up when your partner is not there. But if you never practiced this, you find you have no ability to be able to stand out, when sexual temptation comes. And one of the things that young people need to know, that if you're able to overcome sexual temptation, there is no amount of money, fame, that can, delay you from your purpose. When those two things are well handled, you can become the best you ever be. Oh yes, it's possible.
She's already on a lesson here tonight. Thank you for that, Pastor Sue.
Thank you so much.
You've done really, really well also in the field. We're really proud to have you here, of course, on Say What. Let's now talk about the women. Dr. coming to you, the woman that you see today, what are some of the challenges that, having an upper hand, you can see is really disturbing, like young people, especially young females, and making them not get to the point, to their full potential?
Yeah, women go through a lot, and being a young woman, if you don't have somebody to hold your right hand, a mentor, the strong woman who is able to work with you, you are exposed, you are vulnerable to various challenges. And I myself, if I might use myself, I have grown to reach where I am, basically because I'm surrounded with an inner circle of strong women.
Wonderful.
Going back to school, pursuing my first degree, doing my second master's degree, doing my PhD, doing the post-diploma, having to balance this with my career as a police officer, and also as a family person. Of course, I'm also a mother to Gen Z. Yes. And I have an alpha. And also, I'm a minister. I'm an ordained pastor.
How do you get time to do all these things? This is quite a number of titles.
This comes with intentional structure. Number 2, you need to have a purpose. Number 3, you need to have resilience to be able to pull through. Number 4, it comes with deliberate, effective discipline.
Wonderful.
Yes.
For deliberate. What does that mean, deliberate?
That means you need to move yourself. It has to be a radical shift from your comfort zone to understand yourself. Self-awareness. Who am I? Where am I coming from? Do I like the fashion of the woman I am today?
Got you.
Which kind of version do I admire to shift into? And that one will not come when you are within your comfort zone.
Powerful.
It means you are going even to lose friends, some of the friends. It means while other women will be sleeping and the other ladies will be sleeping, you have to sacrifice. There is a price for you to pay.
I love that.
There is nothing good in life that you can just get it. And that's why I appreciate this year's theme for women. Give to gain.
Wow.
There is nothing you get that is for free.
That is for free.
There is a price for you to pay. For you to get what you want to get. So for you to transform to that dream woman, you must pay a price.
You must pay a price.
That is so strong. That is so strong.
That's very strong.
Milka, how do you feel about that? And also the fact that she mentions she's had like a group of women who have been mentoring and holding her hand. You are a mentor to so many girls. How does that play out in making this woman get to her full potential?
For me, I would say we as women, we need to support each other, because as she said, she has been surrounded by a powerhouse, like a powerful women who have mentored her. Same to me. Didn't wake up one day and decide.
Who are some of those women that have held your hand?
back kidogo, I was a student leader back in Kenyatta University.
Okay.
And I've had lecturers hold my hand. I've had religious leaders hold my hand, like pastors.
Yes, yes.
And I'm still walking the journey, not yet there, but I'm still walking the journey. But I believe for us as women, we need each other, because nobody is going to come through for us. It's a patriarchal society, and for a woman to thrive, she needs a fellow woman to hold her hands. Basically, for me, that's why I started even the organization, to simply mentor the young women in high school and primary school to say it's still possible to become whoever you want at any point of life.
Yes, yes.
That's why I even vied for a political seat at a very young age, because I had people who believe in me. And it is very powerful to have people who believe in your dreams. And the beauty of it all is that that's what gives you confidence to push even beyond.
All right.
Yeah.
The young girls that you talk to, you know, you mentor and everything, you know, what are some of the challenges maybe they say, you know, they face, maybe in terms of mentorship? But there are people who are willing to, you know, I have time, I will sit down with 12 girls, 10 girls and mentor them. What are the challenges, you know, they get with regard to just having somebody to hold in their hand?
It goes back to a patriarchal society. And of course, where I come from in Isiolo County, it's largely a patriarchal society. And when we talk about mentorship, it comes back to women holding the other women's hand. And the challenges are severe, so much, from early marriages, these negative traits from our communities, early marriages, FGM and everything. That's the major barrier that our young girls are facing currently, and we are really trying to fight ending it. Yet you're not there. We are not yet there, but I believe in a couple of years, with powerful women around us, we are going to save this situation.
All right. Let me come to you, Pauline. But now, being in a male-dominated field, did you have mentors and people to hold your hand? Because now we're looking up. You're the person who we're looking up to. And how did you navigate, you know, having that support from people?
Yeah, this sport is a unique sport.
Yeah.
And why I got into it full throttle, it's because the first time I went to drive that car, the surrounding was just men. Men. Alone?
You're the only woman?
No, we were like 3, but along the way, Honorable Sabina Shege was part of this team. But I think they just saw, these cars we cannot. You know, the rally cars. Yeah, I had Karo Kihara and Patricia Mwangi. We were 3 ladies, but they dropped along the way. Reasons known best to them. But for me, I looked at the surrounding and I saw, these men, no, I have to change this narrative.
Wow.
Yes. So you took it as your own personal challenge.
Yes, and I wanted to prove to Kenyans and to the world that this motorsport is not only for men. Even women can do it. And the person who really inspired me was the late Oriero Gomanduli.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, she was the first woman to do rally?
Definitely.
Yes, and she's the first lady who flagged me off in my first debut, 2011. And she told me, Pauline, you know, I did this rally and I never finished. Please make sure you push this car to the finish podium. She flagged me off at KICC and she told me, make sure you bring this car back to the podium. I'll be waiting for you. May her soul rest in peace.
Yes.
So she held my hand, and of course, other ladies whom I found there before, our chair lady currently, Women in Motorsport, Helen Shiri, we rallied together. So it's a sport that doesn't have many women. They fear, I don't know why.
Yes, yes.
But it's the safest sport.
Is it? Is it the safest?
I've rolled 3 times and I'm here.
Rolled 3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, and I'm here.
She's here.
And that is now the motorsport part. I've gotten people who have held my hands, especially men, because even the cars I'm driving, they belong to men.
Oh, and they give them, they're confident enough to
Yes. I think they saw something in me, and they saw this lady is not giving up. You know, my mom told me, you know, I never gave birth to a tomboy. And whenever they see me in a corporate attire and this one, they think I have a twin sister.
Oh, they cannot
relate.
Yeah.
So my main objective here to get into motorsport was to kill the narrative that it's a male thing.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm
Did
happy.
you get any pushback from the men? Like, were they looking at you and they were like, now huyu amekuja kufanya nini hapa?
Yeah, they looked at me like, now sasa this ka baby girl, softie.
A softie, yeah. That's what
a
I'm
young
wondering.
girl from Taita Taveta. You know, they see us like, wale Waswahili wa lazy. That narrative. Of course, people, not everyone will like you. And I normally say, Mungu aliumba hivi vidole, havitoshani.
Kweli.
Na havitawaitoshana. So someone will love you, another person will see you like a threat.
Yes.
Someone will see you. But I always say that the moment you've decided you want to do something, don't give up. And I keep on telling fellow women, if that is what you've decided to go for, go for it. Never give up. Take that space fully. And even in churches, you see pastors preach, people get into the churches. Those front seats, you are leaving them for who?
Yes.
Mnataka kukaa huko nyuma. Unachia nani? Hata Yesu akishuka.
Atawakosa hapo mbele.
Utakuta huko nje. So yeah, it's my challenge to women. We are the ones who see ourselves like, no, this thing I cannot do it. That space is for a man. Why? Who has said it? Unless it's written reserved for pastors, so and so, then you leave it there. But if it's not written, grab and sit on that seat. And I say, not all mentors are mentors. You have to be very selective. You have to be very, very keen on whom you are selecting to be your mentor.
Yeah.
There are people who will mentor you and take you to the wrong direction. For me, I went through a very bad experience with one of the mentors. She took me through, yes, well, but along the way, this person felt like I'm a threat to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is a fellow woman.
Yes, the thing that Milka, you're talking about.
Yeah, not all women support each other. And this is something we need to change. We are our own enemies. And you've seen even men normally say, we are our own enemies.
Absolutely.
We should kill that narrative. Because for me, in broadcast space, the likes of the late Anna Fuller, she held my hand. Elena Shiveka, I had Kasavuli, Catherine Kasavuli,
Yes.
I had Tabitha Mutemi, our current chair lady of APB, Association of Professional Broadcasters. I've had women who have held my hand in the broadcast space, and they told me, Pauline, this space, you have to do ABCD. And I'm proud to be where I am because of those ladies.
Yes.
But sometimes it's just us. I see you as a threat. I see you taking the space. When I see you shining, I feel like now, no, I'm taking you to the right direction. Now you want to shine.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something I saw it from someone who felt like I was a threat. And I was like, really? You are the one who mentoring me.
So what do you do to such a person when you see somebody feeling like, now
You know what? But I tell God, if this is the person you've given me, just release that person peacefully.
Yes.
I'll not show you, but I'll just withdraw. So that I now pray, because my number one mentor is God. If you kneel down and pray to God, show me the way, God will show you the way. My second mentor, one and only, it's my mother.
Oh.
It's my mother.
Okay.
Wow.
The ones I've talked about, these ones, they just come in the spaces that I'm in my career growth. But my mother, your mother is your number two God, is your small God. So for me, my mother is my mentor. When I face these challenges among women, or I see a woman trying to push me or to bring me down, I go back to my mom. She'll just tell me.
What's some of the best advices she's given you?
She's my role model. Yeah, she tells me it's part of life. Just appreciate, because those are things that make you, there are experiences you are growing into. You'll understand the person you need to work with. This is the person you need to move with. So it's up to you to decide.
Yes.
Once I've seen Betty, this is the way you are going. No, I'll just withdraw slowly, but I'll not show you. But I'll pray to God, please change that person, because she started well.
Yes. Her intentions were good, probably at the first time.
But along the way, you are my fellow woman. You start feeling like
threatened.
Yes, that is what is killing us women. We cannot grow. When we want to see a woman growing to a certain position, you start feeling that jealousy. Pray about it so that it doesn't. Jealousy is the first witchcraft that will bring you down. So for me, those challenges, they are there. And challenges are good. They help you to navigate.
Wow.
They help you to see the other side of the coin. They help you to see how best and what you need to choose, what you need to sieve. So it has helped me. And through the the mentors in the broadcast, the corporate world, because I call myself a she of all trades because I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
May I grab any opportunity
Plus
that comes my way in motorsport.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that the ones I'm mentoring, I believe one day when I'm hanging these boots and this suit, I'll leave a Pauline somewhere, just the way Orierogo left me.
Wow. Love it.
Yes.
Love it. Thank you so much, Pauline,
Amazing.
for that. All right. So we are continuing with our conversation, but we also have, of course, feedback. Let's just look at some feedback before we take a quick break here on the show. This is Nancy Oworio saying, so the question was, what is it that you're really proud of yourself about? This is me. Me is finding peace in my home and living to the fullest, enjoying every part of it with family. Good for you, Nancy. Moving on to another one. This is Tess Waswa. You're saying, having good health, having peace of mind, and taking care of me. Okay, a lot of women are talking about taking care of me, taking care of me. Sheila Brittany is saying, my children and the power within me that helps me to do so many things. Good for you, Sheila. Thank you for talking to us. Let's continue. This is Lilian Keruba. To me kumjua tu Mungu. Yako ni simple, sawa.
Wow, that's true.
Kumjua tu Mungu. All right, we'll take a look at other messages. Of course, you can also chime in on our WhatsApp number. We'll be looking at that too. Let's take a short commercial break. We're back in a few minutes.
But as time went by, the number of losses outnumbered the wins. And just like that, all my savings vanished.
Gambling is risking money or another item of value on an event of uncertain outcome in the hope of gaining money in return. Betting, slot machines, casino games, lotteries, and bingo are all forms of gambling.
My name is Brenda. I'm 21 years old. Have been battling betting addiction. I had this friend in university who was always talking about gambling. That caught my attention. Actually, he was the one who sent me the games. When I was pressing that bet, I was not very sure that I was going to win since it was my first time. After the game was over, I received a message, congratulations that you have won 4,500. I remember I was very excited. I jumped up and down. It was a very big win for me.
A survey found that 84% of Kenyan teenagers have tried betting. A third of those young people bet every day.
So my favorite sports that I gambled were mainly football, the EPL games. I was just betting because of the anxiety and the peer pressure. Immediately after my first bet, and obviously it was a win, that really kept me going. With time, I found myself thinking about betting. We should bet, we should bet, we should bet. I have to do it like every time. And that's how I ended up being an addict.
Gambling triggers the release of chemicals in the brain that can be highly addictive. They create emotional highs when you win unexpectedly and can even make losing feel exciting. Predicting patterns and trying to beat the system create a false sense of skill and certainty, pushing you to bet again and again. Psychologists call this the illusion of control.
Being a student and receiving such amount of money on a very short period of time without even like working hard, that's when I felt like I'd cracked the system. On the other side, when you lose, like it is a very painful, sad moment for you.
Chasing behavior in gambling happens when someone continues to bet in an attempt to recover losses and get back to even. It often leads to a dangerous cycle of rising risk and a financial hole that grows deeper and deeper.
I had a very huge debt with the relationship between my friends and my mom. It became very chaotic.
Brenda had lost the grip of the situation and was not able to repay either of my money or her other friends' money.
It was very bad, and people would get angry, very angry at me, and that's how I lost all my friends. I was in a very desperate position. I would tell myself, just one more bet and I'm going to recover everything.
In the gambler's fallacy, people predict the opposite outcome of the previous event. believing a win must be due after a losing streak.
I didn't have any money, and my only option was to take a loan. And I used all the money to place the bets. And at that point, I was very assured that I was actually going to win. But unfortunately, I found out that I had actually lost. It was very painful for me. I didn't have any money. I didn't have anyone like I can talk to. And that's when I realized that I have to do something.
We have had youth committing suicide because they have lost a bet. Brenda, she walked into this facility committed to attaining something, recovery from addiction. The temptation to go back to it was so strong for her. You need to deny yourself some of those things that you're used to. If it is social media platforms, if it is friends, if it's gambling dens, you need to exclude yourself to all of that. And we are here to help, of course. We put them into support groups that discuss their problems and encourage each other.
After the counseling, I realized that most of my friends were mainly addicts, and I sat down and told myself that if I was able to release myself from the betting, I can change another person's perspective about betting.
She has mentored several other people, her being one of those.
All right, and welcome back to Say What. Tonight, of course, we are putting the powerhouse woman in focus, and we've been having such an amazing conversation here in studio, and we just want to continue with it. Remember, you can talk to us on our WhatsApp number. I'll be looking at some of the messages shortly. But before the break, Pastor So is coming to you. Yes. And we're talking about the sound that is resounding here. You know, women supporting each other. Women are the biggest enemies. Something that we've always had for so many years. Isn't that so? We're always talking about it. Do you feel the same? Do you think that these days women actually want to be different and be helpful to mentor each other? Are we changing for the better?
Yes, we have changed. I think because of the internet now that it has come and the world has become a global now village, we are able now to buy a few things that you really, you know, values that you really endeavor to have. And let me say, like in the medical field, I would find people are not comfortable with women doctors. Yes. And even nurses used to have a challenge, and they would really abuse other women. But today the narrative has changed.
The nurses would abuse them?
No, the patients would feel they don't want in fact, it's still just another day. Not many women doctors were known to be doctors. Patients would call them nurses. Because they didn't imagine a woman becoming a doctor. How? Yes. No, a woman is for lower levels. You're getting that. And those who are medical doctors, they can tell you they have had to really prove themselves. Until now, the social media came and they saw, you know, women doctors from UK, from America, and they're like, okay. The narrative now started changing. And so that exposure is also very important. But I want to say that one of the greatest foundation of every woman is having a personal relationship with God. When a woman is not spiritually grounded, that woman can become very devastating. Why? The influence a woman carries can be both negative or positive for destruction and to build. And so one of the greatest ingredient of every woman, no matter how small you are or how great you are, you've got to have a personal relationship with God, because the fear of God then directs your emotions. Even when you are annoyed, even when you want to act, there's a limit, there's a boundary you can't pass. You're getting that? Yes. There's a consciousness that you carry that tells you, no, what you're doing is not right. Like for me, I cannot give a fake sick sheet. It's not possible.
Oh, you can't?
I'm not able. Even if you are my best friend, even if you are my pastor, and you come to me and tell me, you know, tomorrow I don't want to go to work, and so I want you to write.
Are there people who still
yes, so many. Yeah, I don't want to work tomorrow. I want to take my child to this. I tell them, no, for me, I can't. You look for another hospital. I'm not able. Why? I just feel, what am I doing? If that was done to my work, then what would happen? You get that? Yes. So I think, and it's not because I was born that. No, this godliness gives you a perspective of looking things from a different dimension. So the spiritual value is very important. Number two, it is important for a woman to invest in her personal development.
Okay.
When you hear women have seminars, and especially credible women who have excelled in business, like what my sister has done, and the rest of us,
Yes.
go to those meetings, just sit down, even don't look for a big seat. Just go there with your notebook and just listen. God will ensure there's only one word a woman will speak that will turn around your life. Like for me, that's what I do. I can even go disgust myself, put a cape, put mask, and goggles, and just sit down and just listen, even to young people, and I learn a lot. So women have to learn to do personal development of the way, so that because the intellectual womb of a woman can expand to whatever length you want. You can expose it to knowledge and become the best version you ever wanted. Another thing that is very important is to learn to know how to control your emotions, especially the anger. Women, we are more emotional. But now when you know what the Word of God says, you don't get annoyed, because the more you keep having emotional outbursts, you get annoyed, you get offended, you carry people, you start having mental sickness. You start having Alzheimer, dementia. You start having diabetes, hypertension, gastritis. So women have to know you can't please everyone.
Those things affect
women. They affect women's health.
Yeah.
Because you want to please people. And I keep telling women, these people that you keep saying, what will people say? They are only in your head. We are not there. We don't care. Whether you get mad, whether you murder yourself, nobody cares. You're getting that. So you must come to a level whereby you live your life, and not live just being selfish, but live so that you can be able to be whole, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. You are well grounded. Now from a full cup, you can be able to empty to the world. But you find now most women, we are so much carried by the social media, such that we don't have time to meditate upon things that work on us. There's something about meditation on positive things, things that build you as a woman. I tell you, you come out there and you're so strong to face the world, no matter the opposition that comes around. And I want to say that this is the challenge that we have. It has been very severe, especially for us who are Gen X. The people who we found in every field really mistreated us. Like I remember I worked in a hospital and I was really mistreated by my colleagues, really mistreated. I almost even could not sleep. I would hallucinate at night. And then Pastor Munena would ask me, what are these reports you are writing? Because it's like I'm begging. It has psychologically affected me. But I think we need to change that. And no, we need to mentor other people. You are not successful if you don't have people who can point and say, were it not for Milka, were it not for Daktari, were it not for Madam, I would not be where I am. That thing is very important. When you have people you have mentored directly or indirectly. And so when you are a woman who is full of confidence, and that's one of the things that every woman must wear. You must be confident with what God has put in you, because the space God has given you, no one can come and occupy it. We know very well, even scientifically, not even scientifically, we know in general knowledge that nobody has your fingerprint. Now they have also discovered nobody has your eyeball. Your eyeball is different. Like Dubai, I understand they are now getting to know you through your eye. So there's a space God has given you, and never think that another person is driving, driving on your account. That's so that now you are jealous and you want to stop this woman who seems like she's moving up. No, we need to support each other. The more you support a woman, women have a way. Once if you have godliness to lift other women, because why stay at the top when others are down? So that comes with self-awareness. What you had said. Who are you? What do you want to become? What is your space? Where do you want to occupy? Look for those people who can mentor you to what you want to become, and they are there. So we need not to be jealous about one another or destroy one another with slander, backbiting, even false accusation. We are very good in accusing people. Huyu ni malaya, huyu ni nini. No, God, if God does not consult anybody's past to determine their future, who are you? It doesn't matter what I have done. I could have been a prostitute. I could have been a thug. But if I have now changed my life, take me from now onwards. You get that? Because nobody who has a good past, even we there is somewhere we are coming from. And were it not that there are people who came in, 1 or 2 people who influenced our lives, and especially our moms, I don't think we'll be where we are standing.
I love
and
that.
so change of mindset, have a mindset that is unlearning and learning new things and more positive things, not negative things. Avoid listening to women and people who are very negative about women. I don't like that.
In the day.
I don't. Yeah. Even on YouTube, you have to be very intentional not to listen to things that really are negative. The more you keep on meditating on those things, you find you want to execute them. So it's all about self-discipline, what you said. Having a very personal discipline of the things that you watch and the things that you listen and the people that you work with.
All right.
And I think, Betty, just to add on what Pastor said, my call has always been to women, leaders. You know, there was a door that was open for you. When you climb there, leave it open to the next person. Leave that door open to the next generation.
Wonderful.
Yes, because even you passed through the same door. So leave it open. Let it be a generational opening for everyone.
Wonderful.
So it's my call just to support your sentiments.
Yes.
That let's not, once you've reached up there, you close it for the next person. That's not mentorship, that's not succession.
Wow.
Leave it open to other people to pass through. We'll be somewhere as women. This International Women's Day, that's a call to you. Leave that door open. Don't close it.
For other women.
In fact, throw away that key.
Wow.
Yes.
And support, support is very important.
Just on top of what we are discussing, in all this, your mental health is your personal responsibility.
Very true.
You cannot move when you are not stable.
Exactly.
And so in everything that we do as women, prioritize your own self-care.
Thank you.
You know, when one is sick, like for example, if you have any other sickness, you know, you can even decide, you can advise, you can ask for something. But when it comes to your mind, people will decide for you. And now when we are yearning and also we want to progress, can we also be so quick to take time to take care of ourselves? Can we have time, the way Pastor has said, even to meditate? What do you do as a woman during your low moment? How do you take care of yourself? You know, your happiness is not dependent to someone else.
Wonderful.
It's only you. You need to believe in yourself. And you know, all these identities, they come with responsibilities and accountability.
Wonderful.
And so for you to be able to navigate God first, number 2, your self-care, very key. And so with that in mind, you'll be able. Because as a woman, you know, there are children who are depending on you, the family. And you know, women's, we are gatekeepers. And being gatekeepers, we safeguard, we allow what comes and what goes out.
Very true.
And so as a woman, you are a pillar. Remember, the very first woman was able to change the world. And that informs us as women that we have within us, beneath us, within us, we have potential. Every woman has potential.
Very true.
All they need is the environment and also the support system. And now somebody said that you cannot choose your neighbor, but you can choose your friend. Which kind of friend are you keeping?
Wow.
Because do you have those friends who are objective or subjective? It's good to have a friend even who can confront you and you're on the wrong side.
Yes.
A friend who will tell you you're on the right direction. A friend who will tell you, no, this is wrong. That's where sometimes we miss We make mistakes as women in life. We are all learning, and there's no monopoly when it comes to learning. We are all learning on daily basis.
They say, tell me your friends, and
I'll show you who you are. Yeah.
Let me ask you, when it comes to mental health, because that is such, it's so profound.
Yeah.
How can women take care of themselves, mentally? In a world whereby you go to the internet, you're being told you're not beautiful enough, you're not tall enough, you're not thin enough, you're not, you're constantly looking for affirmation from other people. How do you protect yourself mentally and take care of your mental health?
Thank you so much. Just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. Even if you hear negative voices, don't take in the negative voices. Even if you encounter challenge in life, I normally tell people the 4 A's. Anything in life that you know that it will bring issues to you, that it will have a negative impact to you, and even the other people around you, avoid. A number 2, sometimes you might avoid things, but still you find yourself inside the water.
The mess.
And if you are already inside the mess, you need to come up out of it.
Yes.
And that brings us to the second A. Try to alter. Can you adjust? But sometimes you might try to adjust, things are not working out.
Yes.
What do? There's a situation you just need to adapt.
Okay, I like that.
But in all this, there are things you just need to accept, the last A.
Wow.
There are things you can never change the way they are.
Thank you.
Things that are above your abilities.
Beyond
Just
your control.
play your role and leave them the way they are.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah, I
And
love
then trust
that.
in God.
I think the challenge we have with women, the woman of today, is comparison because of the social media. You have a mentality of what beauty is. But I think we need to understand that beauty is from inside. It is not the physical things that gives us identity. So that now we don't so much struggle to make the physical person the way the world has fashioned a woman to be. But you know that the beauty, your character is so key, more than the outside, physique. And I think that's where the challenge comes in when a woman has a very low self-esteem because of the foundation where we are coming from families whereby our fathers never affirmed us. We were never appreciated. We were never given attention. We weren't given we weren't given even attention and affection. And so this woman comes out feeling, like she's inadequate within her.
Yeah.
But it's important for every woman to know the minute you understand what the Word of God says about you, I'm telling you, you will be content with who you are. And you know that there's nothing that you can be in the physical, no matter the fame, no matter the amount of money, no matter anything that you can acquire in this world that gives you value. It is who you are, that you are the person who gives things value.
Yes, yes.
I don't know whether I'm communicating.
Yeah.
It is I who give things value. If I'm driving a good car, it is me who gives the car value, not the car giving me value.
Got you.
You're getting it. Is not the dress that gives me value. No, I can even dress a mtumba, but I look, because of my self-esteem, I know who I am. I'm complete emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. It doesn't matter other people's opinion if you know who you are. And I think that personal affirmation of yourself gives you such a platform whereby it doesn't matter who says whether they love you or they like you, you're just there. And it doesn't affect you because inside you are full, inside you are complete. You're not this broken girl. I was reading an article today and it was saying that most of the men marry the little girl. And that's why there's a lot of commotion in marriages and relationship. When I married Pastor Munene, I never married this big man with beards. I married the child. So whatever happened to Munene between 3 years to 12 years, this is the man I'm married to. Huyu ndiye ananipeanga shida. Huyu are this child. You get the point. But when I'm dealing with Munene, I might think it is this big man. So I think we also need to heal from childhood emotional traumas, things that we went through, and change this narrative. There's someone who has said that. We change the narrative through the knowledge that we have received and get focused that we are complete. When a woman knows that you are complete, I tell you, you are independently
move
dangerous.
Mountains.
Oh, yes.
Milka, coming to you.
Yeah.
Your thoughts about everything that everybody's saying, and also being, I think, the youngest here in the panel. How do you stay grounded? How do you still believe in yourself in a world that constantly makes you, want to doubt your abilities and everything? And what can you tell, young women who would look up to you when they want to be this kind of woman you're talking about? What is something that you'd want to leave them with?
First thing is the buck stops with you as a woman. Build yourself. Be selfish. We don't have luxury of time as women because the society imetuwekea that at a certain age you're supposed to be married, have children. I usually talk with my siblings and we say this all the time because my mother has been blessed with girls and one boy. So we keep on encouraging each other. Work on yourself, in your education, your spiritual, your values as a person. Those things are things that nobody can take away from you. Which camera can I use to talk to the girls?
Talk to them.
Believe in the beauty of your dreams, because if not yourself to believe in yourself, if it's not you, nobody else will ever believe in yourself. Do it shaking, do it worried, just do it. Just start it. Along the way, someone will see your potential and hold your hand. Don't wait for a mentor to come and identify you. Identify a niche and run with it. You will meet your mentor along the way.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my goodness.
There's always a third eye which is watching.
Yes. Yeah, you never know who is watching.
So you never know who's watching. All right, ladies, I'd like to hear your thoughts as we start to, just wind up the show. Pauline, being the woman who you've been, making these strides, right? Well, to a young woman who's watching right now, what is the one thing that you'd want them to know as we, partake of tomorrow's, day and celebrations and everything?
My take to that young woman, go for what your heart desires for.
Wonderful.
Don't limit yourself. Don't allow negativity around you to pull you down. Grab it and never let an opportunity pass you.
Oh, that's one thing, I think. Yeah.
Grab that front seat. Yes. And make your voice be heard in every spaces. And to the parents, please allow your children to do what they love to do. It doesn't matter which sport or what career, even creatives, that talent pays. Do not choose or force your child to do what they don't like. So to the young girl, love what to do, go for it. You'll find someone somewhere who will hold your hand and you'll get to where you want to reach. That's my take to the young girl.
All right, I love that. Pastor Sue, coming to you with a lot of heaviness.
I just want to let every woman know there's no woman who is small. You just have to understand who you are and run for your dream. Because we have said here, if you don't believe in your dreams, no one will ever believe in your dreams. Women, we need to know we are the changers, we are the life givers. Anything you give a woman, life flows. And so you need to know that you're such a force, such an influence. And the only person, nobody can limit you. You're the only person who can limit yourself. I want to say that we have a medical center in Kasarani called Clay City Medical Center. If you're there, you are a woman and you're struggling with diabetes, hypertension, arthritis, these medical conditions that have put women down, we have now been able to reverse those conditions. Within 6 to 9 months, you'll be done with that. And so you can get my number 0712 265 746. That's my number 0712 265 746. It pains me to see a woman dying with diseases that can be reversed, and there's a solution. If you're there, you are a man and you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, you have premature ejaculation, all these things that involves a man, Pastor Sue is the person to see. Before I became a pastor, I have been in the medical field for over 25 years. I'm able to treat you and we reverse all these things and you get back your joy so that you continue well in your marriage. God bless you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I love that. I love that. Pastor Sue, your punchy ending.
Yes.
Let me come to Madam here. Yes. What are your last words to the woman who's watching right now?
To all women and young girls, there is no one without potential.
Amen.
You have it. you need to discover today. And you don't need to wait for tomorrow. Start it today. Don't postpone. Don't wait for anyone to remind you. It's you to remind yourself. And believe in yourself. Thank you.
Amen to that. I love that. Milka.
Yeah, my parting shot is a powerhouse woman. A powerhouse woman is a confident woman, and above all, is a woman who lifts the other woman.
Wow.
So for us women, let us be there for each other. Don't be worried that Milka might outshine you. You never know. She might be remembering that Pauline is the person that made me believe in myself. So women for women.
Women for women.
Yes, and just to wrap it all, women for women.
Yeah.
You all know that from next week.
Yeah, tell us. I was going to come to that. Tell us about it.
I'm heading to Naivasha for the WRC Safari Rally. My navigator, of course, Lynette Ayuko, I salute you, my super navigator. She has pushed me to the podium 3 times. This year will be my 4th time to the podium.
That's
I'm
so
going
cool.
To, yes, I'm going to fight it with the men. Yes, no special treatment for women.
There's no special treatment.
No special
treatment. Everything is fair.
It's fair. It's your speed. So you, my fellow women, I want to see you in Naivasha.
Tukuje huko.
Yes. And the TV47 women.
Tutakuja.
Come and support your fellow women. Come and support your Kenyan woman. I am here, I don't disappoint. Thank you so much to the partners, the media, for telling my narrative. The sponsors, the government of Kenya has believed in women in motorsport.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Pauline, utatuona huko, tutakuja huko.
Kuja kabisa. We'll take care of you. Yes.
You'll take care of us.
Take care of you. Yes.
All right, so you've heard from Pauline. Please, let's go and support, of course, the women. Okay, let's, go have fun, but of course, support Pauline and Lynette, of course, as they take on the dust. Queens of the dust, I'd like to call them that. All right, let's have some more feedback from you guys. Thank you so much. Lilian Kerubo, you're saying, okay, this one I think we had seen before. To me, ni kumjua tu Mungu. That is very important, like has been said here in the conversation. This is Uwaso Nadia Omondi. You're saying having power to say no. When need be. Saying no, that's actually quite strong. Xali, living a stress-free life. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we all want. This is Akinyi Wahaya. You're saying just the fact that I'm a woman alone is enough. I like that. Moving on, this is Nisha Millicent saying, seeing my children grow makes me so proud as a woman. Absolutely. Grace Wanjiku, living under my own terms unapologetically. Yeah, that is me too, Grace. All right, another one here. There are so many there now. We have the WhatsApp messages. Wow. Hello. Thank you, Betty Kialo, for bringing this up. It's strengthening me and helping me keep moving forward. I'm proud to have raised my kids as a single mom. Yep, power to you. Thank you so much for that. Proud of Dr. Eunice, my sister. Her achievement has inspired the rest of the family to aim higher. Bernard Timbe, watching live. Thank you so much, Bernard. This is, hi, my name is Wilmina. I have really admired you, and I saw that you are a Catholic who is not shy of holding your rosary. Yeah, that's Pauline. It shows you pray. I was actually going to ask, do you hold your rosary when you're cruising?
It's not allowed, but
it's not allowed.
I make sure it's somewhere in my body.
Oh, somewhere.
Either in my pocket or in my neck.
Okay.
Yes, but I don't leave
that
it.
Too.
When I'm down or I feel stressed, I just use it. I pray.
All right.
That is my everything.
All right.
Just praying.
Praying.
Because I'm going to a very tough competition and I need God. And I need your prayers.
Amen.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I just want to appreciate the ladies tonight. Dr. Eunice Amusugud, thank you so much. Milka Kawera, of course, Pastor Sue and Pauline Shegu. All the best, girl. I'll be cheering you on. And to you at home, thank you so much for watching the show. It's been great. Happy International Women's Day to all of you guys. If I had flowers, I would give all of you, but because we don't, just receive them. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.